Caterham has broken the mold with its first electric car. Project V, designed by Anthony Jannarelly, is in many ways a massive departure from the 7, but in other ways, it is everything we've come to expect from this famous sports car maker. Let's get into the numbers, and perhaps the most important number of all is weight. Right from the start, it's good news. Caterham Project V has a targeted curb weight of 1,190 kilo, or just a little bit more than the current Alpine A110 thanks to, among other things, a carbon fiber and aluminum composite chassis. Granted, that's a fair wedge more than a traditional Caterham, but conversely, Project V is a fair wedge more car. Design. In Project V, what is recognizable is the nose and that mouth. Flanking it are two fairly aggressive vents with a splitter underneath. Those lights are very reminiscent of the designer's last project, with which he shared his name. At just over 4.2 meter long, 1.2 meter tall, and a little under 1.9 meter wide, it's a fairly hefty departure from the 7, but thankfully Caterham hasn't been drawn into the bonkers electric hypercar power war, so a single rear-mounted motor sends just 268 bhp to the rear wheels, and there's a 55 kWh lithium-ion battery that can rapidly charge at 150 kW. That should mean a 20 to 80% top-up in 15 minutes and a range of around 249 miles. Looking at the Caterham, we can't help but be reminded of another British concept, the Jaguar CX-75, which shared a strikingly similar front end. The inside of the Project V looks to keep things minimal, with 2 gauge pods for the driver, a central touchscreen display, and 3 digital gauges at the center of the dash. Buyers will have the option to order the Project V in a 2+1 layout with a centrally mounted seat in the rear, or as a more traditional 2+2. Rearward, a relatively classically curvy look, not dissimilar to the Alpine A110, no coincidence given Caterham were a collaborator early on in that project, while the windscreen, roofline, and window line are vaguely reminiscent of the Mercedes-AMG 1. So the stance and silhouette are mid-engined in nature, tapering into a nice, simple rear end. The ankle line is all dark and more aggressive, with more sculptural bodywork in silver. Performance and handling. Performance, when not hyper-miling, should be pretty epic, with 62 mph coming up in under 4.5 seconds, on the way to an estimated 143 mph top speed. That makes it about as quick as the current Caterham 7 360, albeit the initial snap from the torque in the EV is likely to be more alarming. There are 3 driver modes to control its personality: normal, sport, and spring. The elephant in the room, of course, is that the Project V is an electric car. It had to happen, and I'm glad that it has. It shows Caterham's dedication to future-proofing itself and ensuring this great mark will still have a place when the world stops burning fossil fuels.